I went to meet my girlfriend's family, only to find out her whole family were my exes. Her mom was the rich lady I simped over for 3 years. Her little sister was the cute petite girl who was crazy about me. Her older sister was a total high society pick-me girl. Her aunt was the stunning older woman in black stockings. They were all goddesses I used to simp for. Now that I stopped, they panicked. Don't be nervous. My family is really nice. They'll definitely like you. I hummed, pretending to stay calm, but inside I was losing it. Mom! The moment the door opened, I froze, blacked out, and dropped to my knees. Ito Makoto, our family isn't that formal. No need for such a big bow. My legs were glued to the floor. Forget standing up, I almost wanted to kowtow to her. Wasn't this the rich goddess I used to simp for? She was actually my girlfriend's mom. Ito Makoto is shy. It's probably his first time meeting you, so he's too nervous. Please don't blame him. Oh, Ito Makoto, huh? If she hadn't told me, I'd have thought your name was Tang-san. When Liu Ruju said that, I could faintly hear the anger in her voice. That's right. The fake name I gave her was Tang-san. Who uses their real name when simping? Ito Makoto, why don't you dare look up? Too ashamed to face people? My neck problem flared up. I need to see a doctor. Then get up first. My athlete's foot flared up. I can't get up. I need to see a doctor. Ruyan called Dr. Lee over to check on Mr. Chen. I had no choice but to crawl up, shaking like crazy. This old woman was insanely possessive. At a dinner party, a female manager looked at me a few extra times. That night, she got fired. I heard she even got beaten on the way home. Ma'am, hey, we're family. Why so distant? Call me Mom. Ito Makoto, I told you my family would definitely like you. Don't be nervous, just listen to Mom. Please, I am begging you, shut up. Liu Ruju nodded in satisfaction, and Liu Ruyan smiled like a total fool. Then something crashed inside, and a young girl started crying and yelling. Is that Xiaomeng? What's she crying about? She got played by a man. Your sister's in love. How much did she get scammed out of this time? No money this time, but honestly, money would have been better. What an embarrassment. She dated some guy online for months. Last night, he told her he was over 60, divorced, with 2 kids. My heart skipped hard. Why did that sound like the excuse I made last night to dump that cute girl? Mom, don't be mad. Xiaomeng is young. It's normal for a shady old man like that to trick her. Now she understands. Let her cry for 2 days and she'll get over it. The more I listened, the more nervous I got. She clearly looked down on me while posting pics with all kinds of men. So why did it suddenly sound like I was the jerk? But luckily, it was only half online dating. The 3-character name I gave that ponytail girl had 0 real characters. And she never saw my face clearly. So I should be fine. You're thinking too simply. She hired the country's top private detectives to catch that guy. Apparently, they already found the general area. It's right around our neighborhood. Liu Ruju clenched her fist. Good. He made our family lose face. I'll personally sell that old man to Myanmar. I dropped to my knees again. Ito Makoto, what hurts this time? My kidney hurts. Liu Ruju walked past me, her eyes constantly drifting toward my butt. I recently had hemorrhoid surgery, so I wasn't walking right. I hadn't worked out in ages either, so my muscles were a little soft. She liked fit men. To keep my abs and butt in shape, she'd scold me for 2.5 days if I secretly ate cake. At banquets, she'd make me change into dozens of outfits, then glare and say, forget it, this will do. She definitely had some man-hater energy. Of course, I didn't dare say that. She paid way too much. Right. Seeing me like this, shouldn't she be disgusted? Why were her eyes turning red? I'll deal with you tonight. Then she stormed into the living room furious and shouted at the crying girl. Are you done? Are you not embarrassed enough? I don't care. In this life, I only want Brother Xiaobu. Let me out. I'm going to find him. Liu Ruju looked around in anger and yanked the belt from my waist. Say that again. Like, just beat me to death. Otherwise, I will definitely go find Brother Xiaobu. The girl looked soft and cute, but she was stubborn to the bone. Fine, get out. Get out right now. If you walk out that door today, you're no daughter of mine. Let her out? With that many private detectives, what if they find me? Maybe you should just beat her to death. Seeing the girl march straight toward the door, I rushed up to stop her. You're Xiaomeng, right? Listen to your brother-in-law. What if she's actually really ugly? I don't care, I like ugly people. Then I'll introduce you to someone even uglier later. I don't care, she's the ugliest. Keep hitting her, hit her hard. When she looked up, her pretty eyes were red from crying like a pitiful puppy. A red mark sat on her pale cheek. I softened. From my years of simping experience, yelling at a love-brained girl like this was useless. You had to go with the flow. She suddenly told you she was divorced with 2 kids. Did you ever think about why? I gently rubbed her head. Maybe she has her reasons. If you search everywhere for her like this, do you know how much pressure that puts on her? So give her some time. Trust me. When she figures it out, she'll come back to you. Damn it, give me a few more days. I swear I'll completely change my identity and start over. Even becoming a monk to avoid you ex-goddesses wouldn't be off the table. Xiaomeng clearly listened. She obediently rubbed her little head against my hand like a cute puppy. Brother-in-law, listening to you makes me feel so much better. It feels just like talking to Brother Xiaobu. Holy crap, girl, you cannot say that. I'll listen to you, brother-in-law. I'll go find Brother Xiaobu in a few days. I let out a long breath and almost wanted to hug her and kiss her hard. Then during these days while I'm calming down, can you date me, brother-in-law? Let me borrow that belt. I swear I'll beat this love brain to death. In the end, Liu Ruju brought rope to tie up Liu Xiaomeng so she wouldn't run out again. Brother, okay, that's enough. I stood up and saw Liu Ruyan and Liu Ruju staring at me, both looking weird. Ito Makoto, you little freak, that's quite the artistic knot. I instinctively looked down at Xiaomeng and my heart slowed. Crap. Out of habit, I tied a turtle shell harness. Wow, you're into some wild stuff? Who taught you that? Listen, big sis, let me explain. My aunt taught me. Why are you home so late today? This is my aunt Liu Ruhua. She's a teacher. I've heard about you for a while. She even said, Ito Makoto, why do you look so pale? Was it my face that looked bad? No, I needed a hole to crawl into. Watching the woman who taught me those knots slowly approach, I could only lower my head and call out timidly. Hello, Teacher Liu? Teacher Liu and I had been playing a very new kind of romance game. She recently had a series called Bound Love. She wanted me as her model, and since she paid way too much, I reluctantly agreed. But this woman couldn't make art and blame the world. After 2.5 days, she said the vibe was wrong. She forced me into a contract relationship. I wasn't a bad man, so of course I refused to the death. Double the pay! Yes, honey. It was only a half-year contract anyway. Making money isn't shameful. After all, I ran away from home with nothing and lived off Liu Ruhua's wallet. Who knew I'd drunkenly agree to go home with Liu Ruyan? I had to dump her and end the contract. Our personalities don't match. I like tying people up, not being tied up. Let's break up. Auntie, you know Ito Makoto? Sort of. Ito Makoto, you don't need to be so nervous. Thanks a lot. You taught him that knot? What, you want to learn too? These two clearly didn't get along. Just as they were about to fight. Stop arguing, stop it! Why is family arguing? I just woke up and heard you all fighting. You're fighting over this? I should explain for Ito Makoto. I went numb. The hardest person in the Liu family had appeared. He learned that rope tie when Auntie tied up a piglet. That day in class, they were drawing a piglet. It kept running around, so she had to tie it up. Ito Makoto is smart. He learned it after one glance, right? Sure enough, I had never heard one good thing from her mouth. She was secretly insulting me. But I could only hold it in, nod, and say yes. Ito Makoto is closest to me. He's just bad with words and not too bright, so please forgive him. Sis, you know Ito Makoto. Why have I never heard him mention this? You'll have to ask Ito Makoto. Ask me? What am I supposed to say? Say you caught me dating several people at once, then threatened me and treated me like your puppy? I'm her fan. Luckily, the chef brought the food out then. Finally, I had a chance to change the subject. Is the food not to your taste? No, it's all delicious. Then can you stop taking food from my bowl? Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It just feels like I'm eating at my own funeral. My family is pretty serious. Ito Makoto probably isn't used to eating like this. Liu Rouge rested her chin on one hand, every smile full of charm, but to me, she looked like a ghost coming for my life. Ito Makoto is very lively when he eats out with me. If he marries in, I'm afraid he won't adjust. Please stop imagining that. I really want to shove a meatball in your mouth to shut you up. Don't blame him, everyone. Ito Makoto is just innocent and clueless. Forget meeting parents for the first time. I don't think he's dated much at all. Yeah, Ito Makoto and I are each other's first love. Sure enough, the second she said that, 10 pairs of eyes locked onto me again. I need to use the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, locked the door, and started studying the odds of flushing myself into the Pacific. Just as I was about to knock myself out, someone knocked. The figure outside had perfectly neat hair and clothes like they were drawn with a ruler. I knew who it was. Liu Ruhua. Maybe I should just knock her out. I took a deep breath and decided to stick to the breakup persona, making her hate me enough. Then maybe she wouldn't hunt me down anymore. I opened the door and pinned her against the wall. What? What do you mean? What do I mean? Didn't I make myself clear enough? Our preferences clash. Do you not understand? Did I agree? I was freaking out inside. Ma'am, aren't you supposed to shove me away, call me crazy, and leave? Oh, I must not be acting hard enough. You misunderstood. Breaking up is me notifying you, not discussing it with you. Or rather, I'm ordering you. I understand. But the contract isn't over, so how much? I'll pay you. I sounded cool, but inside I was panicking hard. Bro, anything but money. Don't hurt my feelings. Then you apologize to me. Sure, I'll apologize, kneel down and listen. Now she should slap me and storm off, right? But then I heard a sound from her throat that definitely shouldn't have come from her. Then her body seemed to go limp, sliding softly down the wall. She looked up at me with blank eyes. Did she just discover a new world? No way. Absolutely not. She must be oxygen deprived and about to faint. I panicked a little, then ran off without looking back. Ito Makoto, why is your face so red? I don't feel well. I want to sleep for a bit. Are you okay? I'll take you to my room to rest. No! There's a guest room at the very end of the second floor. I felt like I'd been pardoned and ran off. But why did it feel like I was forgetting something? Not until I passed the sofa and saw Liu Xiaomeng tied up on the floor, motionless. Brother, I was good, right? I sighed. Crouched down to untie her, then went upstairs to the room. I locked the door and hid until night. After calculating the time, I figured everyone should be asleep. But just as I put my hand on the doorknob, there was a knock, and I nearly jumped. It's me. I played dead for half an hour. When there was no sound outside, I finally dared to quietly open the door. Then I came face to face with Liu Ruju. Does it still hurt? Huh? I'm asking if it still hurts. After thinking for 2.5 seconds, I suddenly remembered the excuse I used to break up with her. Sorry, I'm gay. No wonder she kept staring at my butt. No, ma'am. I only had hemorrhoid surgery. I didn't get stabbed back there. But I couldn't say that. If she knew I used such a terrible lie to fool her, I'd die even worse. It's okay? You're lying to Ruyan too? Actually, she's a lesbian. A fake marriage, you know. She stayed silent for a long time, her face getting colder, like she had just been pulled from a morgue. Sis, you're not about to hit me, are you? She suddenly raised her hand and lifted my chin. As long as you break up with Ruyan, I don't mind having a fake marriage with you. My brain crashed. This was still too advanced for humanity. Ito Makoto, I'm serious. I know I treated you badly before. It's just that I thought I was much older than you. I thought I wasn't good enough. Let me take you away, okay? We'll go abroad and you can bring your boyfriend. This was getting more ridiculous. If it were anyone else, I wouldn't ask for something this excessive. Ito Makoto, you have to trust me. Anyone is fine, except Ruyan. A knock interrupted her. Both our faces changed instantly. I had already imagined tomorrow's newspaper headline. She spun around the room in a panic. Finally, her eyes landed on the space under the bed. I opened the door. It was Liu Xiaomeng. There were still tear stains on her face, and her eyes were red. She must have been crying for a long time. What's up? Brother, actually, I was outside just now and heard what you and my mom said.